Good day, folks. My name is Great Okonkwo, and I want to talk about corporate worship today. Something that's in my heart to share with you guys. Growing up in church, I've always been around, people worshiping together in the Church of God, and I've never happened to take it for granted, which is a good thing, knowing that my mother put the fear of God in me. However, growing in church is different from having an encounter with the Lord personally, right? So as I grew older, I started, having building my personal relationship with Him. And I started observing and noticing a lot of things. I noticed that so many people would use corporate worship as a substitute for building a personal relationship in your quiet time with the Lord. I noticed that having a prayer church, a gathering of people, which, by the way, is very important, very important. No, so I noticed that, having a gathering of a group of people to pray or worship, most people started using that as a substitute for having a personal time. And that's a big problem. The funny thing is, when you show up, since you know that not everybody shows up, right, for this corporate worship thing, you as a believer, when you show up, you tend to feel like you gain points. It's funny because the devil is laughing, the devil is enjoying that. Now, when you show up, you feel like you gain points for showing up, and God is happy that He doesn't really need you to build a personal relationship with Him. The problem with that is you're probably on the same level as the person that didn't show up if you're not on your own building a personal relationship with the Lord. And I don't know how to explain the importance. I think I need to make a couple of videos to explain from my own perspective. Everybody now is a speaker, I understand now, but the good thing about it is some people have a voice that can appeal to certain people, and that's how it goes. There are people that would be in tune with my voice that might not be in tune with, let's say, for example, Joel Osteen or anybody, I don't know, I'm just giving an example. Joel Osteen is a friend, I love him, he's an awesome guy. I'm not one of those that criticize him, but I'm just giving him as an example. He is a voice, so I think I'm gonna make a couple of videos to explain the importance of you having a personal relationship. And the reason I'm saying it is because I myself am growing to learn to do it on my own. I'm telling you things that I do and how much it's changed my life, especially this year, 2018. So corporate worship, people substitute it for personal time with the Lord. Don't work like that. You gotta understand, God is a person. He is not a thing. He's not a thing. Now, I know it is easy to say that God is a person and not really conceptualize it in your mind. But think about it. Your relationship with your spouse or your partner, your relationship with your kids. Imagine your kids going in front of everybody and treating you special. In front of everybody, they tell you how special you are. Daddy, you're wonderful. When you get home, they just ignore you. That's the feeling God probably gets when you do that. He wants to have a relationship with you. He appreciates you saying in public how much you appreciate him, but what's more important and intimate for him is when you do it in private. And the reason I'm saying this is because it brought out a part of me that I didn't know was there. He brought out a certain side of seeking Him more. When I started doing it, my mom has always advised us to do these things. I never really did them, but now growing, I felt like I've come to a point when I should start sharing things, of my personal journey with the Lord, with someone that would help, someone that might be in tune to my personal voice, and that's why I'm sharing this video today. So please, one thing you gotta get from it is bottom line: do not think that corporate worship is bad. It's not. Do not also think that corporate worship can replace your personal relationship. If anything, your personal relationship with the Lord and your private time is more important than corporate worship. In the meantime, I wish you guys a wonderful day. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.